What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's doing excellent. If the holiday weekend's coming up, so everybody has an excellent holiday. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. Enjoy some of the weather. It looks like the weather will be great in New Jersey. Got some sun out there. Third phase of OTAs is this week, so you're going to get plenty of news from the field, from the players, all the interviews. A lot of excitement building around the team. You see the ticket prices are just insane. But as you go through the OTAs and you look at mandatory minicamp in a couple of weeks, there are some storylines that we have to follow and that aren't really getting a lot of news because of all the high-profile moves the Jets have made. So on offense, which is going to be the primary focus the entire offseason, because you want to have an offense that can support this very good defense and solid special teams. After the big names, the young players behind them are all going to be fighting for playing time and fighting for roster spots. Look at the running back group. Everybody loves Breece Hall, who is poised to have a monster year, Pro Bowl level year. He could be a bell cow back. He can do it all. But at some point, you have to spell him. Going into the offseason, I was like, the Jets have got to get a veteran free agent, a veteran running back in here. They decided to draft two running backs. So you got Allen, you got Davis, both rookies that they've got to learn the offense, the speed of the game, and their assignments in terms of blocking. Izzy's still here. Izzy's your dynamic speed guy where some people are writing him off. I think that element of speed that it can be utilized on special teams and within the offense. But again, he's only got, 22 carries. So behind Breece, there's not a lot of experience. Then you also have Nick Baldwin as well, who is that fullback kind of hybrid guy that kind of move him around a lot. And if this offense is going to be more ground and pound and more physical, maybe Baldwin finds a spot. But these guys have got to kind of identify their role within this team. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see how the Jets handle it and how many they keep. And also, injuries play a huge part in this. When you're a young player trying to find your way in the NFL, your best ability is availability. You got to get on the field and make an impact and catch some eyes, catch some notice. Catch some attention. You saw it last year with Brownlee and Gibson and Charles and everybody else. So these running backs got a lot to prove behind Breece Hall. You go to the wide receiver group where everybody's excited about Garrett Wilson playing with Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, a lot of questions about Allen Lazard and what he is other than a bloated contract. But these young guys, everybody's counting on because Mike Williams, as of now, won't be ready for training camp. So when actually will he be in training camp? When will he be able to play in live action? When will he be ready for the season? Well, with all these different things. So after that, everybody loves Malachi Corley. A rookie receiver is going to probably be swimming for a long period of time by learning the offense, establishing chemistry, learning the routes, everything else. So then it's like, where do you go after that? Now, according to every report, and with everything being regurgitated over and over and over, is the Jets love Jason Brownlee. Jason Brownlee's got 5 catches. Xavier Gibson's got 21. So you look at that, and you're like, all right, after Mike Williams, after Garrett Wilson and Lazard, there are legitimate guys that are trying to find their way. Now, Brownlee and Gibson were great stories last year as undrafted free agents. Year 2, the expectation is higher. You've got to be better ball security, better all-around game, and make a difference where the Jets feel comfortable with you, where they don't need to go to that free agent market. I'll keep saying that I kind of wanted to go that way. I told that the money that Beckham got, but a lot of the money these guys got, Tyler Boyd, Chark, they didn't get big money. The Jets are kind of banking on the young players. Well, in OTAs is when you get your chance to start showing what you can do, build on it at minicamp, and come into training camp ready to roll, where the Jets have some confidence and not uncertainty. The tight end group, everybody was really glad that Uzomah was gone, but you're like, all right, what's after Conklin, who I think is poised for a huge year? But if he gets banged up, everybody likes Jeremy Ruckert, who's been dealing with injuries. You love his ability. He can be that hybrid guy. He can play in the backfield. He can block. He can run routes. But Ruckert's got, 17 catches. The Jets apparently love Kenny Yeboah. That's great. He's been here a couple years now. He's got 4 catches. So you look at all the inexperience on offense behind your big guns. Running back, next to no experience. Wide receiver, you look at all these guys where you're like, all right, not a lot of experience there. Playing time, yes, not a lot of results. Tight end group, same thing. So this is where a chance, and you have Kuntz too, the rookie last year that apparently got a lot of work with Aaron Rodgers, when he came back at the end of last year. But it's like, these stories are great on paper. The Jets love somebody who's great. You actually got to show it now. If you don't show it, the Jets in a win now year where they're poised to make a run at the AFC East have got to make other moves and bring somebody else in. I know the cap space is like, $6 million, something like that. You can do creative ways. You can find creative ways to bring in players. And now the chance where these young guys are going to say, you know what, we got it. hold on, let us get our chance to shine, and we can make a difference. Offensive line, Carter Warren, year 2 with the full NFL offseason. Will he come off better and give the Jets confidence where they say, okay, you know what? We know where we drafted you at, but can you hold down the fort if we do endure injuries? You have Schweitzer, you have Max Mitchell, all these guys. It's stories. Everybody knows the name, but it's like this should be it's like a tryout. Like you've got to show you have what it takes on this team because we can't have a huge drop off if somebody gets hurt. The safety position, Chuck Clark coming off injury. I think we all think he's a solid player. Ashton Davis coming back. But after that, you have Tony Adams. Who's your fourth safety? The defensive line is really interesting where a lot of names in there, but you still have guys competing for depth. And who's going to be who's going to help at run defense? You have Tanzel Smart, you have the undrafted guy Taylor, a lot of battles there. And then you got to figure, unfortunately, there's always going to be injuries. So it's like, what's going to be the big injury and how can they recover from that? And all these position battles and all this competition should help you identify that. So I'm probably speaking too fast. I had pre-workout from the gym, and I think it's still kicking in right now. But it's an exciting time. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be on just like a redemption tour, just trying to prove everybody wrong on so many levels. Now it's a matter of keeping everybody healthy and just getting everybody in sync as fast as possible. If you have three new offensive linemen, you want all 5 working together and to try to avoid all these communication issues we saw last year. Now, I understand that Hackett and these guys like to have these versatile guys and move them all around. At some point, master your craft. Master one spot before you try to figure out another one. Because I think that bit him in the ass last year. See where AVT is. Is he healthy? So a lot of good stories to follow. But for me, it's like these young guys have got to start making their mark now. You want to hear encouraging stories. Then mandatory minicamp, they keep improving, progressing. And then training camp, they take off where there's more answers than questions. That's it. Probably long-winded, and I'll talk to you guys later.